Good morning everyone. This is Devi from Little Hearts Publications and today I am going to take 4th class science 4th lesson, the body systems. Okay. So human body is made up of billions of cells. So there are several organs in our body which perform various types of functions. Yes. There are internal organs as well as external organs. Different organs of the body are grouped under different systems because they are interconnected, isn't it? So for example, if you take a digestive system has different types of organs which perform the same function. In that way, each and every system is interconnected and they contain the same type of organs which perform the same type of the function. So the cells are functioning the same function. Yes, and they have same tissues, same kind of tissue which perform the same function. Yes. First we are going to discuss about the skeletal system. What is skeletal system? So the skeletal system is a framework of bones. Framework of bones. Yes. So okay, it is a framework of bones which is present in our body. Okay. So it comprises of different parts. For example, you can say skull, then backbone, ribs, then hip, and forelimbs and hind limbs. Okay, forelimbs and hind limbs. Okay, forelimbs are called hand bones and hind limbs are called as leg bones. Yes. Okay, or you can say as upper limbs and lower limb as the skeleton is in a standing position. We will write that. Upper limbs and lower limbs. Upper and lower limbs. Yes. So this skeleton supports the body to protect the internal organs. Protect internal organs present in the body. Okay. So and also for example, what are the internal organs which are which the skeleton is protecting? Lungs, heart, yes, stomach, etc. Okay, stomach is little bit lower. Okay, we will not consider this. Okay, these two are the main parts. Yes. So and our body is held up by this strong framework of this bones which is called as skeleton. Okay, it is called as skeleton and that system is called as skeletal system. Yes. Now this skeleton not only provides as an anchor of the anchor of the muscles, but also it supports the skin and other tissue also. Supports skin and other tissue. Okay, skin and other tissue. Yes, and it also protects our heart, this brain, lungs and other internal organs. These bones are very strong part in our body. These bones are strong and tough even. strong and tough. Okay, so but these bones have the joints and their ligaments that make the skeleton highly flexible. So which makes the bone flexible? These joints and ligaments. Okay, yes, and here this makes this skeleton flexible, make the skeleton flexible. Yes, here the skeletal system is made up of totally 206 bones. 206 bones. Yes, and here this skeletal system consists of long bones, short bones, and flat and also irregular bones. Altogether the skeletal system makes up 20% of our body weight. How much? 20% of our body weight. Okay, this is all about the skeletal system. Next we are going to learn about joints. Okay, type of joints. Types of joints. Yes. So what is a joint? A joint is a place where two bones meet. Place where two bones meet. Bones meet. It is called as a joint. Yes. So some of them, such as for example, if you see the bones in the skull and the skull has many bones. Okay, but these bones doesn't move. Okay, do not move. These bones do not move. There are bones in this, but they can't move. So these bones are fixed. And here, but there are most of the joints or bones in our body which will move. They are called as movable joints. So these joints which are movable or which can move freely are known as synovial joints. Okay, can move are called as synovial joints. Okay, the joints which can move are known as synovial joints. And here, how these joints are freely movable? These joints have a fluid called synovial fluid. Synovial fluid, which is present in between two joints. So what is the purpose of this synovial fluid? This fluid helps as a lubricating agent. Lubrication or lubricating agent. Okay, lubricating liquid. Yes, and next we are going to learn about the different joints, movable joints we are going to learn now. First one is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. Where is this ball and socket joint present? This ball and socket joint is present in our hip and shoulder. Hip and shoulder. Yes. This hip and shoulder joints are, how are they joined? Here, this is a hip, this is the shoulder blade, and here your hand bone is fixed like this. Okay, in this way, and here this is in a ball shape. Okay, this is socket and a ball. Okay, this is socket and a ball. So these joints are present in such a way that these hands and legs can be rotated, but this part is fixed. Yes. So it is like a cup like shape, and it is or cup like or a socket shaped. And here, so this lets you swivel. What is swivel? Swivel means only this part moves and this part doesn't move. It will turn around. Okay. And next one is hinge joint. Hinge joint. So where is this hinge joint present? It is present in knee and elbow. It is present in our knees and elbow. So this hinge joint is helps only to move in one direction. For example, this is your shoulder, and this is your shoulder, and this is your arm, right? So you can lift up your hand one direction and you can put it straight, but it can't be bent the back side, only one direction, front and back only, isn't it? This kind of joint is known as hinge joint. If you take an example of a door, the door, you can open the door and you can close it, but you can't move it that side. Okay, this type of joint is known as hinge joint. Okay, and the next one is gliding joint. This gliding joint is present in your wrist. Yes. Okay, where is it present? Wrist. So this wrist has the surfaces which touch here are flat, and the bones can move from side to side or front and back in this way. So they can move side to side and front and back. So how are these? They have flat bones, okay, which can touch the flat bones. Flat bones are present. Yes. And next one is pivot joint. Pivot joint or pivot joint. So where is this joint present and how is it located? So best example is neck joint. Okay, neck joint. So this joint is present between our top two vertebrates here, which allows us to turn our head. Okay, top two vertebrae. Okay, vertebrae. This helps it to move side to side and move here round also, and round end of one bow. So how is it located? Now these are this vertebra which are present, and here this, it is located like this, inserted in this. Okay, this is the skull like this. Okay, skull. So what happens here? The skull can be moved side to side, up and down, and you can rotate it like this fully. So here it is fixed like this in one place, and it will be moving here like this side to side and to all the sides like this. Okay. Next we are going to learn about muscular system. till now we have learnt about the skeletal system, right? Now we are going to deal with the muscular system. Muscular system. What is muscular system? The system which consists of muscles. Okay, the different kinds of muscles are involved in our body, which helps the skeleton to move. Okay, which helps along with this skeleton, the muscles, then only our body parts will move. So muscles will enable us to move. Muscles enable us to move. So we need bones and we need also muscles. Together only it is easily or it is flexible to the movement of any body part. So the muscles which are under our control are called as voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. And there are muscles which are not under our control. Which are under our control. Under our control. Okay. So what are examples of voluntary muscles? The muscles of hand and legs. So if you want, you can lift your hand. If you want to keep it straight, you can keep it. If you want to walk, then only you walk with your legs, isn't it? So they are under our control. Those type of muscles are known as voluntary muscles. Okay, and these voluntary muscles are skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. So these muscles are attached to the skeleton. Yes. And the next one is involuntary. Second one is involuntary. The muscles which are not under our control. Not under our control. So which muscles are not under our control? For example, these involuntary muscles are also known as striated muscles. Striated muscles. Striated muscles. Okay, these are not under our control. For example, heart. We can't control our heartbeat. We can't control our digestion. Digestive parts also, like mouth, stomach, esophagus, intestines, and these are not under our control. Heart, lungs, kidneys, these all come under involuntary muscles. Yes. So totally there are 640 skeletal muscles in our body. So 640 skeletal muscles we have in our body. Okay. These all muscles help. Skeletal means which are attached to the skeleton part. Okay. So without these muscles we can't move or hold anything. These all help us to do all the things. Okay, and these muscles are attached to the bones of the skeleton. Yes. So these make 40% of our body weight. 40% of our body weight. So these muscles and this skeleton gives shape to our body. Gives shape to the body. So yes. Now, can you tell me what are muscles? The bundle of fibers that tend and relax. Okay? That tend and relax to move in different parts, of our body. So, the bundle of nerves, the bundle of fibers. The bundle of fibers which tend and move different organs, which help to move different organs, and which relax and contract. Okay, relax and contract. Then only we can move any part of our body. So we already learnt about two different types of muscles, voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles, and there are one more kind of muscles, they are cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles. So what are cardiac muscles? The muscles which are present in heart, which heart is made up of, are known as cardiac muscles. Okay, we'll go to the next topic, that is skeletal or voluntary muscles in detail. Skeletal or voluntary muscles. Skeletal or voluntary muscles. So, how much number or how many muscles we have? Skeletal or voluntary muscles, we have 640, already I told you, right? 640 muscles, okay, and these muscles are attached to skeleton. So they are called as skeletal muscles. Okay, and these skeletal muscles are a tough band of tissues. Okay, tough band of tissues. So there are tough band of tissues called tendons. These tendons help these muscles to attach to the skeletal system or the bone. Okay, these tendons are a tough band of tissue which helps to join to the skeleton or bones. Okay, some skeletal muscles are attached to the skin also. Some are attached to the skin. Yes, the muscles in our face, for example, are skeletal muscles. Okay, face, what type of muscles are present here? Skeletal muscles are present in our face. Yes, so they allow us to give different expressions because they are under our control, right? Yes. Next one is involuntary muscles, involuntary or striated muscles. Involuntary or striated muscles. Yes. So these muscles are found in walls of many organs which are present inside our body. Walls of internal organs. So what is known as internal? The organs which are present inside our body. Inside our body. These are known as internal organs. So most of the internal organs we already discussed, right? Heart, lungs, stomach, intestines, liver. These all are made up of these striated muscles. Yes. So these they contract slowly and rhythmically. They contract slowly and rhythmically. Why they contract slowly and rhythmically? Because they never get tired. They will continuously be working. They never take rest. If they take rest, what happens? Our functions, main important functions will get stopped. If anything is stopped, obviously there is a disturbance in our functions and life, isn't it? Yes. So these all functions, all these internal organs, they do their work on their own, as they are known as involuntary muscles. Yes. Next we are going to learn about cardiac muscles. Where are cardiac muscles present? In heart. Cardiac muscles. Yes. Cardiac muscles are present, or heart is made up of cardiac muscles. Heart, isn't it? So these muscles are involuntary muscles because heart is not controlled by us. If it is controlled by us, we can give some rest to it, right? Yes. So this never get tired, uncontrolled. Uncontrolled, never gets tired, okay? Never gets tired. Yes. Okay. They form two separate sets. So what are those? The upper sets contracts here. One set is here and one set is here. For example, if you think this is heart. Okay. Heart is made up of like this, two sets. Okay. When these upper sets get contracts, okay, what happens? It fills the lower set with lower chambers with blood here. Okay, when this contracts, it is filled with blood, and when the lower chambers, it has 4 chambers totally, 2 up and 2 down. When this lower chambers contract, this upper side blood will be squeezed out or here squeezed in. Okay, this occurs here. So where is the blood squeezed? Here inside, out into the arteries. It is squeezed out into the arteries. Yes. And next one we are going to learn about circulatory system. We will continue the circulatory system in next session. Thank you.